Hi, everybody. We welcome you to the interview portion of Ask the Experts on OzarkRadioNews.com. I'm Harlan Hutchison. And to my left today, we have Marty Simpson back for another visit this month from Simpson Estate and Elder Law Planning. And we're going to talk to him about a few more different subjects that maybe we haven't hit on here in the past couple of interviews that we've had. One of the things we're going to talk about is we were talking last time about loved ones being in nursing homes, but now let's look at it from the standpoint, Marty, can you plan ahead and save assets?
Sure. Last month we talked about crisis planning, or what happens when you're headed to the nursing home right now. Can you save your assets? And you can, but a better way to do it would be to plan ahead to try and save those assets. Now, Medicaid has a 5-year look-back period. And with that 5-year look-back period, Medicaid can see any transfers that you've made in the last 5 years. If you've transferred real estate or large sums of cash, anything like that, they'll be able to see that, and they can actually recall that back to you to be one of your assets. So you have to be careful how you make those transfers. One of the best ways to plan ahead is to get that 5-year clock started by transferring those assets out of your name, but it does matter how you transfer them. A lot of people will transfer those assets to their children. Then they get the 5-year look-back period behind them, and those assets are safe, and that is a good way to do it. The problem is when you transfer the assets to your children, then you have your children's liability. What happens if your child has an accident and gets sued? Or they get bad with a creditor and have to file bankruptcy? Then your assets that they hold title to are now subject to their debts. A better way to do that would be to set up a Medicaid compliant trust, which would be an irrevocable type of a trust. You can transfer your assets into that trust, get that 5-year clock started, still be able to use your assets, and at the end of that 5 years, all of those assets are safe, and then they will pass to your children or your beneficiaries how you wanted them to without any of that liability.
So, Marty, the thing that I'm getting from this, and hopefully everybody else is too, is don't wait until the last minute. The sooner you start this process, and planning ahead is a big part of this, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And the irrevocable trust isn't for everybody. Younger people probably aren't interested in the irrevocable trust because you do lose control of your assets. You can't be the trustee of the trust. You have to let one of your children or a trusted person be the trustee of your trust. So quite often people, late 50s, early 60s, start looking at these things where they think, maybe I'll hit a nursing home in my 70s. I can get that 5-year clock started. I have an adult child that I trust, and we can get this done. That's really the time that people start looking at it. Is around the time they're thinking about retiring.
So, Marty, if people have any questions about this or other subject matter that you take care of, how's the best way to contact you?
My phone number is 417-256-1968. My website is simpsonestate.com. You can look me up either way, or you can find me on Facebook.
Okay. Marty Simpson joining us, and we appreciate him for being a part of the interview portion of the Ask the Expert series, which you can find online right here on OzarkRadioNews.com.